So when this arc started, I did a video called Is Great Priest the Villain of the Universal Survival Arc of Dragon Ball Super, where we discuss the possibility of the Great Priest, the Daishinkan, having sinister motives and actually becoming the main villain or one of the main villains of Dragon Ball Super. Now with episode 98 of Super, we got a shocking ending that may have proven this to be true. So let's examine this on this video. Hey guys, if you want to hear my deconstructions and breakdowns of other things that I love like movies, TV, wrestling, and life, then be sure to check out my brand new channel, World of Geekdom. I will leave a link down below. The only real evidence that we had originally of the Great Priest being, a sinister guy with sinister motives was the way he was positioned in the promotional material, and also the fact that the dude just had a weird aura about him, very weird kind of smirk, little off-putting and standoffish to say the least. But with the recent episode of Super, there may be more clues leading to the direction that the angels, or at least some of the angels, are having some sort of conspiracy or some kind of sinister motive, and it may turn out that at the end of the day, the Daishinkan, the Great Priest, has sinister motives. So at the end of episode 98, Zeno destroyed Universe 9, completely eradicated it, and many of the participants were completely in shock and awe at witnessing such an event and the power of the Omni Kings. But we've been warned about this power in the past. Now, back in the Future Trunks arc, we were first introduced to the Daishinkan, and we stated that he was one of the strongest characters in the Omniverse. And we also found out that he was the father of the angels. When Universe 9 was wiped out, one of the most unsettling things about that episode was that the angel from Universe 9, Mojito, did not appear to be emotionally affected whatsoever. On the contrary, it almost looked like he was smiling, possibly happy that his contemporary gods were no longer around. Now, obviously, Universe 9 was composed of a lot of douchebags, so I can kind of understand him sort of being happy, but once again, there were good people in that universe, innocent people who lost their lives because of this silly tournament. And while this happened, the Great Priest had a very sinister look on his face and a very unsettling look. Now, one thing we do have confirmation of is that the Omni King has destroyed 6 universes before the 12 that exist now. There used to be 18, he destroyed 6, now there are 12. And one of the popular fan theories is that the Daishinkan is salty about that because it's possible that in those universes he had angel children that were wiped out. But could it also be possible that the Great Priest manipulated the Omni King to destroy those universes? Because the Omni King has always been kind of childlike, and we know that the Great Priest is the Great Father because he fathered so many angels. So I could totally see a relationship between the Great Priest and the Omni King to where the Great Priest is sort of like his secret leader, sort of like his father figure, even though he's not actually his biological father, or whatever you want to call it, godly father. So at the end of that episode, Goku gave the Great Priest quite the stare, and the Great Priest gave him a stare back, and it's more than obvious to me that Toei is teasing something. Recently, we saw the reveal of a brand new poster that many folks are claiming, and rightfully so because the evidence is there, that this is going to be a new form or a new power-up for Goku where he is supposedly going to be breaking new ground. But the poster states the work of the gods ends here. And a lot of people are stating that the work of the gods on the surface could be, well, the gods trained Goku. But what if that's not the work of the gods? What if the work of the gods is the secret conspiracy from the Great Priest of destroying multiple universes and possibly having the angels rebel against Zeno? That seems to be something that they're teasing, because the idea of Goku versus Jiren being the main event of this arc could very easily just be Toei giving you guys and giving all of us a red herring. They want us to think that Goku versus Jiren is going to be the biggest fight here, and it probably will be a grand fight of epic proportions, but what if the real main antagonist has not been revealed yet? What if the secret final enemy of this arc is indeed the Grand Priest and the angels that rebel? The question is, where does that leave Whis? Where does that leave Vados? Are they all going to be aligned with the Daishinkan? Could this be some kind of plot to possibly free the angels from captivity? Are the angels prisoners? We know that the Omni King chose to spare all the angels, and when it was first announced, when it was first talked about, when they were going to be destroying the universes, the great priest also was smiling then, and Whis was very nonchalant and very sort of uncaring in a way. It's almost as if he was happy to have his different positions. So again, there are clues that these angels just don't really seem to care about universes getting wiped away. But it's interesting, though, because we know for a fact that if the god of destruction that is attached to the angels dies, then the angels become inactive. But they never explain what inactive actually means. Do they just disappear? Do they go into some sort of void? Or are they actually free of their job? Is that what inactive means? So many unanswered questions here, but I wanted to make this video and begin the discussion down below about this mystery of the great priest and his sinister look, and the fact that it really seems like a war between mortals and gods may be brewing, or possibly even an inter-god war. It really seems like Toei is teasing this. Will they deliver? I couldn't tell you, but I'm very interested to see where this series goes because they've got me very, very interested. Toei's doing a great job of hinting at things to come. It could all be for nothing, but I really don't think so. What do you think? Let me know. Don't forget to punch that bell if you haven't so you get notified of every video that I upload. Thank you for your support, and I will see you guys down below.